and I really see creativity everywhere. And um, when I hear people talk about, it's so common. You hear people, they find out that you do art and they say, oh, I could never do that. I'm not creative. And I just know for a fact that that's not true. Uh, and I really don't have to share that with anybody, but I just know, and it's so comforting to know that that's not true. And that we are all of us, you can't be here and not be creative. And maybe it's not the same expression that I have, but your creativity can come. There's an infinite way to express one's creativity. And I think that the work that we've done together has absolutely 100% convinced me of that fact. Creativity is an infinite possibility, and it's impossible to be a human being on this planet and not be creative. And whether anyone else knows that or not, it's not important, but I know that, and that gives me a lot of comfort.
Do you know when that changed for you?
Yeah, it changed. Well, in the very beginning. I mean, when I first started, as you might recall, but if you don't, I'll remind you, the first few weeks, I remember going home in tears. I thought, I'm not a creative person. And over time, that just dissolved. That barrier dissolved. And so many barriers through this process have dissolved in my understanding of the world and myself, and my purpose. I don't have barriers. I think the creative process and the canvas, and when we're in that moment where just everything is in alignment, there is this, for me, there's this direct communication with my higher self or God or spirit, whatever we want to choose to refer to that energy. It's my proof of a higher existence, and that is extremely comforting. And I hear artists talk about it. I don't know, they all, from a spiritual point of view, I don't know if they really understand exactly what they're talking about, but I can hear them saying the same thing, when they're in that zone, and I've experienced that zone either in person or on the Zoom. The Zoom is a whole different way of experiencing that zone. And it's amazing how well it works, either setting, in person or on the Zoom computer devices.